go to school?
Illinois State.
Oh, okay.
And then the Erickson Institute.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Where do you go to school?
I go to Augustana College.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Have you had a good summer?
I have you?
I have. It's been very busy. Wait. Okay, so we can hear ourselves. That's good. But what is going on here? It's tilted, and I can't figure out why. It's like topsy-turvy. See ourselves on the TVs. And maybe you could also help me. You could see, like, if you look on the window, see how it's like the camera's like tilted a little bit? I'll help you in 1 second. I just want to make sure that this works. Call Katie Hammerberg.
Finding Katie Hammerberg.
Hey, we've got everything set up camera-wise in here. Do you want me to bring in the table?
Yeah, I'm just setting it up with the supplies.
Okay, great.
And so then we can go ahead and start delivering who's ever going to be watching it from their room, and then if there's anybody that's coming in to watch it.
Okay, great.
And then the other thing is let's make sure we've got the phone, yeah, we'll have to bring the phone over, and then we've got to write down the number to call.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
did Jamie say?
She said she'll come down, so
Great. So what I'd like to do is we're going to bring, okay. And similar to how we do bingo, we want to make sure nobody's on.
that's what I figured. The table's fine where they are, do you want more space?
I think we can kind of.
Okay. Oh no.
Into the hallway a little bit. Okay, so she's going to be. And then we can put another one at the table.
Yeah,
This is
that
a demo. And then, who else do we have?
I think Emily said road.
Yeah, so she's across the hall, so we can go ahead and.
She is,
She's gonna be in a row.
yeah. I can do that.
So who do we know? We know Jaylene is coming in.
Yes.
So Jaylene is coming in. We brought in to Rose. Okay. Jaylene. Okay. 21.
Didn't go in there.
Yana Delise. Yana Delise in 21. But he's also just
21 is.
that's all right. I'll do it around. And if you want, Mike, do you want to bring in, you know what? I say,
I'm so sorry to push up the time. Our meeting got pushed up till 1. So I was like, how do I adjust? So this is perfect.
we're just, we've got one kiddo we think that'll come in first.
Yay! Okay,
So
great.
we're going to get her.
Are we on already?
Yeah, we've got it already. I'm just waiting.
Okay, we're doing our shalsha. Perfect.
Oh, one other thing. So I always ask for extra olive oil so that they can measure it. So we have to use their measuring spoons.
We didn't have a measuring spoon last time. I love that idea.
Yeah, so then that way
Beautiful.
they can measure.
Smart.
Cut and measure. And then, you know what they always, they don't, they never include the cilantro, I guess, or something.
It's fine. Because I just talked about it.
But I put it in the order, and so I'm wondering.
Like, can we not have cilantro in the house?
No, I don't know, is it not something that they keep on?
That I have no idea. Well, that's personal. You ask her.
So, am I?
In my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm always like,
I'm gonna go ahead and get this down on these, I'm gonna see if she.
just let me know whenever you want me to start.
Um,
Do they all get cutting board that they get?
They all have cutting boards, but we're gonna see if Lilith needs to.
Oh, let me grab the mic. Did she have her baby?
Huh?
Did she have her baby? Yes. Yes. Yeah, she had a baby. I haven't been up here in a while.
Oh my God. That's right, we did the, it was the 20.
Because 20's been up here. Yeah, that's his game song last week.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to show her. She had her one for one we were doing our Google meet. So she had him 2 weeks early, July 28th.
Them? His twins?
No.
Him. Boy.
Him, yeah. Right.
38 still term.
Yep, yep.
Hi. I'm Haley. I'm the dietitian. I just plugged this in. Is that a room that you can just see if you can hear me on the microphone? Sorry. Just because usually Liz does it for me. Thank you so much. Oh no, I might have actually broken this. It's fine.
Oh, you can? Yay, okay, it's not too loud or anything. Perfect, I trust ya. All right. All right, guys, we're going to get started shortly. Just waiting on a few others to join. My name's Haley. I'm the dietitian here. I'm just saying hi, waiting for people to get ready. So before getting started, make sure everyone's washing their hands very good. 20 seconds at least in warm water. I recommend singing happy birthday while you wash your hands, or you can do the ABCs, whichever you prefer. That's to get all the germs off your hands before you're going to eat the food that you're going to make. Yeah, I'm sure people are on, so I'm just entertaining the people. I also knocked this on the floor and I think I broke it, so I'm so sorry. Okay. She checked my microphone. She said it sounded okay, so I just plugged it in. I'm really proud of myself for that. Ready? Okay, no one's coming in here. Oh, no worries. I'm just trying to like adjust. Can you guys adjust the screen just so they can see the call number? I was like trying to pull the table over, but I don't want to knock anything. Just be careful. Oh, okay. I was like, yes, I just kept falling. I know, sorry. Are you going to make it with me? Thank you. All right, guys, I think we're ready to get started. So today we are making a fresh spring pineapple salsa, and we'll kind of talk about the ingredients as we go, and we'll make it together. So I'm going to just go step by step. If anyone has any answers to any of my questions or has any questions for me during this session, please feel free to dial 1289 and give me a call, and we'll share it with the rest of the group, okay? From your hospital phone, not your cell phone. All right, so we are going to use this child-safe knife and this cutting board to chop up a bunch of different things for this salsa. So it's not a traditional salsa where it's tomatoes. The main part is going to be actually pineapples, and it's absolutely delicious and very nutritious. So in your containers, there is, let's see, bell peppers. There is pineapple, which is going to be our main chopping, as well as some green onions, a little bit of salt if you prefer. Ooh, sorry. Lime. You might want to use that. And olive oil, okay? And before you use the olive oil, just a reminder, we're going to measure those out so we can practice using measuring spoons, okay? So first, so all the ingredients are going to be chopped up and put into the mason jar that you have, okay? So first, let's start off with chopping bell peppers, and then we can talk about the nutritious, why bell peppers and fruits and vegetables are so healthy. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut them, it's called julienne style first, so that means the long way. So like this. So you have a long piece. And then, after that, you are going to dice them up to a small piece like this. And then you're going to throw it in there, okay? So the most important thing about diet, especially in children and adults continuing in, but especially in children to help with growth, is having a balanced meal. So what that means is having our fruits, our vegetables, our whole grains, our proteins to make us big and strong, our calcium like dairy and milk, yogurt and cheese. But this one is a really great recipe that provides a lot of different nutrients. So peppers, so every color of a fruit and vegetable provides different minerals and vitamins that our bones, our brains, our eyes, our organs need. So peppers are so good for you. And you can have, I don't know if you've ever seen the grocery store, but you can get yellow, green, and what am I missing? And orange, thank you, bell peppers. And they are so healthy for you, and they add a lot of flavor to the meals. So to give you an example, an orange bell pepper, I always love to use this one. So the properties of orange, the vitamins that are in it is vitamin A. So if you eat carrots, or orange bell peppers, they both are orange, right? So what do those do for you? I'll give you guys a second in case anyone knows what vitamin A is very good for. Okay, so vitamin A is super healthy for our eyesight. So it helps promote vision and eye health. So that is why we always say eat lots of carrots, not too many, and eat lots of orange colored fruits and vegetables, okay? So that was an example, but red, orange, green, they all provide those different vitamins and minerals, okay? Once you're done chopping up those that slice of the pepper, you can start slicing up the chunks of pineapple, add as much or as little as you want. This is the main part of the salsa. It kind of replaces the tomato part. So does anyone know how many servings of fruits or vegetables you should have in a day? Give you a few minutes or a few seconds to think about it. So I recommend for my pediatric patients having at least 5 servings of fruits or vegetables in a day. So the ways that we can incorporate fruits and vegetables is adding them in for snacks. So if anyone likes has ever heard of ants on a log, it's like a nice snack that you can make, a good summer snack especially, but it's celery stick with peanut butter and raisins. So it's a nice yummy snack that incorporates your protein, your fiber, your fruits. Does anyone know why, another reason why fruits and vegetables are so healthy for us? Someone say water? Or is that you? Water, yeah, it provides water, so it keeps you hydrated. The biggest thing is with fruits and vegetables, it helps our digestive tract actually. So it's called fiber. So fiber is something that helps you go to the bathroom. And it is so important because if you ever find that you sometimes take a couple days to go to the bathroom, maybe you just have to add a little bit more water into your diet to prevent any constipation and to help you go to the bathroom more comfortably. So we always try to say making your plate as colorful as possible is going to be the most beneficial. And I know fruits and vegetables are a little tough because everyone likes some and everyone's a little bit different. So I recommend trying a new fruit or vegetable 1 time a week. And I know that can be a lot, so if you want to do every other week, that's fine. Just keep chopping up those pineapples. I know there's quite a few, but the more you chop it, the more it's like salsa and tastes delicious. Another reason why fruits and vegetables are so important is because they keep us out of the hospital, okay? So we want to build a strong immune system, which is promoted by all the vitamins and minerals, and it keeps us healthier when we have a virus. So even say you get a virus, it helps you fight it off a little bit easier when you have good nutrition. If anyone wants to call in and tell me what their favorite food is, meal, whatever genre of food, please feel free to call at any time. We love hearing people's favorite meals. Last time we were here, we got filet mignon, which I loved that. We got tacos. I love hearing everyone's preferences. Do you have a favorite food? Oh yeah, chips and salsa. This is going to be perfect for you. It's like a summery salsa version. My favorite has to be pasta for sure. Specifically, a creamy tomato sauce that my husband and I frequently make. And what we do to add other nutrients to it is we add peppers to our sauce. We add a protein, so we add chicken to make our bones strong and our muscles strong and help us grow. Not that my husband and I need to get much taller at this point in their life, but for you guys, protein is really important. And I'm just going to kind of cut most of mine up, but stop whenever you feel like you have enough done. So other fruits and vegetables that I feel like a lot of people like are going to be bananas, apples, sometimes broccoli for some people. Do you like broccoli? Broccoli cooked or raw, whichever you prefer. I prefer cooked broccoli. Huh? Yeah. It's a little bit easier on the teeth. What else is there that's favorites? Onions are good to add to any dish. Garlic and onion is like my favorite thing to chop. So I highly recommend that. And I always like to say about onions, a random fact that I recently learned was that if you cut an onion, you ever notice that you are crying, it is because the onion enzymes that are breaking down are actually drawn to water or wetness, which is the nearest thing to it is your eyeballs. So what I recommend doing, what I've done before, is I wrap like a little ball up with a wet paper towel right next to the onion. So while you cut it, it's actually getting attracted to that instead of your eyes, so you don't cry. So if you ever are at home chopping up onions crying, think about doing that. Yeah. I know Liz was like, I never knew that. I was like, yeah. Sometimes it works better than others. If it doesn't work, don't blame me. All right, I'll finish up with this and then we can move on. So foods that are proteins that we won't really be talking as much about because there's not a whole lot of protein in here, and that's okay. Not every meal has to have protein, or not every snack has to have protein. But proteins that we would recommend that are super good for us is going to be lean, so less fatty, so it's easier on the heart, but still provides fullness, helps us feel full for longer, helps our muscles grow stronger, like we were talking about, so you guys can play your sports and get really, really tall and strong. So it would be like chicken, so I like to bake or grill chicken. Fish, like salmon, it has omega-3 fatty acids, which are very healthy for the heart. And we'll talk about that a little bit more once we talk about the olive oil. So whenever you guys are done with the pineapple, I'm just going to put mine to the side for now because the last thing that we are going to chop is going to be our green onions. Like I talked about, you shouldn't cry from these because they're kind of small, but if we were at home, maybe trying that little wet paper towel hack that I was talking about, and just chop these up pretty finely, dice them like I was talking about earlier, because they're pretty strong. Oh yeah, I smell them. They are very strong. And At home, if you do like this recipe after we make it, I recommend making salsas with anything. It does not always have to just be tomatoes. You can do fruits. People love to do strawberry salsas, watermelon salsas. It's fun to play in the kitchen, try different things out. So I highly encourage that. And right now, it's been really hot and humid. So another thing I like to mention is, yes, fruits and vegetables do provide us water, but make sure you are drinking additional water. That's why I always have my water bottle on me. Because we are sweating out a lot and we want to make sure we're not dehydrated. So make sure we're always drinking water throughout the day. That's very important, okay? So the next thing that we can do is take our lime. So the reason why I love to use lime in guacamole, salsa, really any dish, is because it makes it last longer. If you've ever noticed when you make guacamole, it starts to brown. So this is an acidic fruit. So lime or lemon you can use, and I like to add just a small amount of juice because it makes it last longer and it prevents the oxidization. So what that is, so if you ever see an apple, a banana, guacamole, avocados start to turn brown, it does not necessarily mean that they're bad, unless they have like mold on them, don't eat that. But it does not mean they're bad, it just means that the air has gotten to it and it's a chemical reaction that happens. So something that prevents it and helps it last for longer is adding a little bit of lime juice. So use your strong muscles and squeeze some lime juice into your mason jar as best as you can. And we'll mix this all up at the end, so don't worry if it's just sitting on top. All right. And lime adds like just such a great flavor to everything. Do you like lime? So good. What do you put your lime in?
I like to eat like lime tortilla chips.
Yum. You're a big chips in. Same. You'll love this then. Have you had this one yet? Oh, you'll love it. Okay. So the last thing is, this is a good practice. So we are going to measure out our olive oil. I'm so sorry, I know it says jalapeno and cilantro on here. We don't have it with us, but if you like spicy, I highly recommend adding jalapenos, cilantro. Some people love it, some people hate it, depends. They're just other greens that give us more, again, vitamins and minerals. Having that wide variety makes our bodies super healthy and strong and fight off infections. So what we're gonna do is, this recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, so we're going to use our measuring cups, or measuring spoons. Thank you so much. Let me wipe my hands off because they're a little sticky. So we are going to use try to look for the 1 tablespoon, okay? So it looks like this one. There's multiple on the chain. So there's a teaspoon, a tablespoon, a 1/4, and a 1/2 teaspoon. So look for 1 tablespoon. It says TBS, so it's the big letters, okay? Tablespoon is TSP. And you do not have to add all of the tablespoon if you do not want to, but what we're gonna do is pour our olive oil into that measuring cup, and it should be just about 1 tablespoon, which is perfect. Mine got just about there. Everyone's might be a little bit different. Perfect. And you're gonna pour that in over that, okay? All right, so before we mix it up, we'll let that marinate for a second. I just wanted to talk about olive oil and why it's so important. So at home, what we recommend, if you guys are ever cooking with your parents or caregivers, whoever you live with, we recommend usually cooking with either olive oil or avocado oil. They're very, very healthy for you. Of course, in moderation, because it is does anyone know what oil is? If it's either a carbohydrate, if it is a protein, or if it's a fat. Does anyone know? If anyone wants to call in, feel free. If you just want to answer out loud in your rooms, that's completely fine too. So olive oil is a fat. So just because it's a fat does not mean it's bad. We just want to do it in limitation, in moderation. So olive oil and avocado oil, like I was talking about earlier, have those omega-3 fatty acids. So they're very good for your heart. Another important thing is, whenever you are eating fruits and vegetables or you have a salad, these vitamins and minerals, some of them are called fat soluble. So what that means is they have to have a fat eaten with them, like olive oil, for you to actually get the nutrients. So making sure you're adding a salad dressing to your salads or adding olive oil to dishes, it helps with that nutrient absorption. So I always like to mention that. Canola oil is another one that you can use. I do recommend doing vegetable oil in very small amounts in moderation. And olive oil just tastes so amazing with everything. You can do bread with olive oil, really anything. I made a chicken stir fry for my husband and I yesterday with lots of olive oil. It was delicious. I've added everything, right? Yeah, we've added everything? Okay. So once we've added everything comes the fun part. We get to use our muscles. We are going to close this mason jar very well, okay? Close it up very, very well. All right. Make sure it's tight. Make sure it's not too tight that you can't open it again. And we are going to shake it because we want it to be salsa and you don't need a blender for it, which is why this recipe is so wonderful. And we're going to shake it up really good, okay? Oh, I'm so sorry. If you wanted to add salt, that is still an option. Let me do that really quick. I skipped ahead. I always miss this one. So salt, I'm just going to add a little bit to it to give it a little bit more flavor. But add as little or as much as you'd like. All right, and it's okay. We can still mix it back up. So again, you can do this with watermelon if you're trying to not just do regular or the classic salsa with tomatoes. You can do this with tomatoes and pineapple. You can just add so many different nutrients to it, and it's an easy snack to carry around. I mean, I guess if you have a mason jar at home, which is really nice. And then you can have a bag of chips to eat it with, so it's exciting time. So once it's all pretty mixed up good, you are welcome to open up your sun chips, and I'm going to try it with you to make sure everything tastes good. And you guys let me know if you like it, and if it's something that you would make at home. Let me just clean my area up a little bit. Sun chips are also like one of my favorite chips. They are delicious. Alrighty, guys. All right. All right. All right, so open up. Oh, I really tightened mine. All right. So open up your bag of sun chips. You guys got sun chips? Okay, sun chips. Use it as your tortilla chip and just dig in. All right. Here is our taste test. I feel like this pepper is going to add a really good amount of balance. I would even add a little bit more pepper maybe. All right, this is what ours looks like. I don't know if that's close enough. Oh, good. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I don't mean to chew into the microphone. It's like ASMR. If you guys think of any questions that you have about your current stay, have any random diet questions or concerns, please feel free to let the nurses know. My name is Haley. I am the pediatric dietitian. I don't even know if I said that in the beginning. I apologize if I didn't. I am just downstairs on the next floor below, and I'm happy to come back and talk to whoever, whenever you guys need to, okay? I'm here to support you guys, get you through being in the hospital, and again, nutrition is just such an important thing, especially for our pediatric population, to help with that growth, brain development, and all of those really important things, okay? I'll wait a couple minutes to see if anyone wants to call in on the teen lounge as I'm munching away, and if not, just let your nurses know whenever, and I'll also be back tomorrow, so if anyone's also here tomorrow, you can think of some questions overnight, and I'm happy to pop in, okay? All right. Oh, that was really fast. Not too fast. I'm just gonna take my microphone off. Gosh. Yes. And thank you guys so much for joining along. Oh, sorry, armpit shot. I should like move out of the way.